Say, can you see? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, and welcome to Senior Night here in the Storm Dome. First, the starting lineup for North Georgia. 5'7" senior from Athens, Georgia, number 1, Sierra Jackson. 5'6" senior from Columbia, South Carolina, number 3, Molly Rainwater. 6'1" junior from Lawrenceville, Georgia, number 14, Kelsey Hutchins. 5'10" senior from Canton, Georgia, number 20, Lauren Pounds. And 5'8" junior from Woodstock, Georgia, number 21, Jordan Livesay. Assistant coach, Lucas Hargrove. And the head coach, Buffy Burson. And now, let's welcome our starting five. At forward, 5'9" junior from Forsyth, Georgia, number 21, Aaliyah Holden. At forward, 5'11" senior from Covington, Georgia, number 32, Emily Russ. At guard, 5'2" senior from Wildwood, Florida, number 23, Jaquacia Sessler. At guard, 5'8" senior from Warner Robins, Georgia, number 11, Kenyatta Armstrong. And at guard, 5'9" senior from Snellville, Georgia, number 15, Yavana Dunkley. The head coach in her 9th year, Kelly Britsky.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another exciting edition of Georgia Southwestern State University basketball. The women take center stage first. The starters for North Georgia, Sierra Jackson, Molly Rainwater, Kelsey Hutchins, Lauren Pounds, and Jordan Lipsay. For GSW, Kenyatta Armstrong, Yavana Dunkley, Aaliyah Holden, Jaquacia Sessler, and Emily Russ. It's senior night here at the Storm Dome. North Georgia controls the opening tip. North Georgia will wear their black jerseys and black shorts, royal blue trimmed in white, royal blue numbers trimmed in white as well. The shot is no good, out of bounds to Southwestern. The Lady Hurricanes knocked off North Georgia at their place. That was just a couple of weeks ago on February the 10th, 72-63. Lady Hurricanes won that game. Kenyatta Armstrong is going to be called for an offensive foul. Kenyatta called for the charge. That will give the basketball back to North Georgia. North Georgia comes in 17-10. They are 9-9 in the Peach Belt. They are currently in fourth place. They have qualified for the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. They have a chance to finish third if North Georgia can beat us here at home tonight and Georgia College loses. They would win the tiebreaker and earn the number 3 seed for the Peach Belt Tournament. North Georgia goes inside and the basket is wiped away as Sierra Jackson is called for a travel. Senior night, the last game for Kenyatta Armstrong, Yvonne Dunkley, Jaquacia Sessler, and Emily Russ. And Southwestern turns the ball over. An errant pass. And the Nighthawks will enter their front court. Jackson guarded by Sessler. Ball knocked away by Armstrong, recovered by Rainwater for North Georgia. We are 7-11 overall against North Georgia since we've gone Division II 10 years ago. The ball is knocked out of bounds, and North Georgia will put the ball in play with 4 seconds to get a shot off. 8:32 on the big clock. Boy, time flies. It's hard to believe this is Buffy Burson's 22nd year at North Georgia. Buffy, one of the best in the business. Her record at North Georgia in her 22nd season, she's won 44 basketball games and only lost 229. There's a steal by Sessler. Lady Canes won a run. Sessler has it knocked out of bounds by Jackson. And the Lady Hurricanes will put the ball in play from the baseline in our front court. Lady Hurricanes with a chance to finish 500 with a win tonight. GSW comes in 12-13, but we won't do it that way. Another turnover. Still no score. A real pitcher's duel so far. We've played 2 minutes. Jackson, now Livesey. Kelsey Hutchins gives the ball up. Now gets it back. Hutchins misses. Southwestern rebounds. Jaquacia in the front court. Holden, now Kenyatta. We post up Emily Rush. She loses the basketball. And it's out of bounds. And the Lady Hurricanes will retain possession. GSW 12-13 coming in. Kelly Britsky's basketball team now 6-12 in Peach Belt Conference play. Jasmine McSwain checks in for GSW. Jazz, a 5'11 junior from Marietta. McSwain, Dunkley, Yvonne for 3. Yes! Yvonne Dunkley gets the first basket of the basketball game. It's a 3-pointer. And Southwestern draws first blood. Livesey works on Dunkley. They set a pick. Now they go inside, and Emily Russ steps in the passing lane and intercepts the North Georgia pass. Sessler, now Russ, now Dunkley. We've played 3 minutes. McSwain from 16's good. So Jasmine comes off the bench, knocks down a mid-range jumper. And GSW has scored the first 5 points of the basketball game. Livesey picks up her dribble. Now Sierra Jackson. They set a screen. Molly Rainwater, nice look inside, but the shot is no good. The follow by Jackson is no good, but a foul on Southwestern. That stops the clock with 6.5 to play in the first quarter. Women's basketball now 4 10-minute quarters rather than the accustomed 2 20-minute halves. Sierra Jackson misses the free throw for North Georgia. 5-0. A Yvonne Dunkley three-point basket and a Jasmine McSwain two-point field goal. The only points so far. Sierra Jackson makes one of two free throws for North Georgia's first point. Holden. Now Sessler. Jaquacia drives. Russ in the paint. She'll drive, get the shot off, but miss it. Good hustle by Emily, but it's taken by North Georgia. They go from left to right here in the first half. Jackson will drive. She'll miss. Rebounded by Aaliyah Holden. Here comes Jaquacia Sessler. Sessler, left side, Dunkley. Yvonne, little pump fake. Step back. Three's no good. And North Georgia rebounds. Lipsey in front to Jackson. She can't handle it. Out of bounds to Southwestern. LaQuisha Hall and Kayla Owens check in for GSW along with Whitney Young. Whitney's a 5'4" freshman from Marietta. LaQuisha, a 6'2" junior from Macon. And Kayla, 5'10" freshman from Kathleen, Georgia. Dunkley, McSwain knocked away. Jazz recovers up near midcourt. Lady Hurricanes, our home white uniforms with navy blue trim. Navy blue numbers trimmed in old gold. Three-pointers in and out. Tough luck for Whitney Young, and North Georgia rebounds. They still look for their first basket. We've played 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Lipsey drives to the foul line. Now the three-pointer no good by Lauren Pounds. Offensive rebound. The stick back is good by Kelsey Hutchins. Hutchins gets North Georgia's first field goal off an offensive rebound. 5-3, Lady Hurricanes by a basket. And that's going to be the first foul of the game against North Georgia and will take us to the under 5 media timeout. So far, so good. 4:52 to play in the first quarter with your score. Georgia Southwestern 5, the University. Georgia Southwestern will put the ball in play. Kayla Owens gets inside. A lot of contact for there not to be a whistle, and it's going to be out of bounds off Southwestern, they say. Shouldn't that have been a foul on somebody? North Georgia will bring it down. The Nighthawks can tie with the basket. Short corner right baseline Hutchins. She'll back it back out and pass to Lipsey. Lipsey works on McSwain. Little spin move, gets the shot off but missed it. And Whitney Young rebounds for Southwestern. North Georgia averages 68.4. Nice entry pass, but LaQuisha Hall unable to finish. That was a nice entry pass by Chris Beckham. But Lady Hurricanes unable to take advantage. And LaQuisha, after the miss, will be called for a foul. We've got 4 fouls already. North Georgia's only got 1. 4 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Little 6-footers in and out by Hutchins. Southwestern rebounds. Young, Hall, left side. Beckham, Chris to McSwain. Jazz gives it up to Whitney Young. 15 on the 30-second shot clock. McSwain gets the handoff. Shot clock at 3. Jasmine gets the shot off, missed it. Hutchins rebounds for North Georgia. And the Nighthawks now in their front court. Kaylee Akins in for North Georgia. Rainwater drives and ties the game. We're tied at 5. 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. I mentioned North Georgia scores 68.4 points a contest. Lady Hurricanes 63.1. Beckham throws up a prayer that's not answered. Lauren Pounds rebounds for North Georgia. And they can take their first lead with a basket. Open 3 right side is good by Jordan Livesay. And North Georgia takes their first lead at 8-5. Lady Hurricanes give up 63.4. North Georgia gives up 63.2. Beckham from 16 is good. And it's 8-7. North Georgia now leads it by 1. Just over 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. North Georgia 9-9. They are in 4th place. A long 3 is good. Molly Rainwater from downtown gives North Georgia a 4-point lead. Owens answers for Southwestern with a 2-point basket, and it's 11-9. North Georgia with a 2-point lead. Both teams finally showing signs of heating up on the offensive end. Livesay drives, misses the runner. Hall snatches down the rebound for Southwestern. Lady Hurricanes can tie with a bucket. We post up Kayla Owens. She's doubled. LaQuisha Hall from 16 misses. Owens fights for the offensive rebound but can't grab it. Aiken, nice pass in front to Pounds, maybe a little too far. Now Southwestern has a breakaway, and the layup is no good by Kayla Owens. The follow's no good. GSW had a great chance to tie it up. Now they're going to throw a long pass. It's knocked out of bounds by Whitney Young. Kelly Britsky's going to go to her bench and change the entire 5. Buffy Burson of North Georgia will make a couple of changes. I mentioned Buffy in her 22nd year at North Georgia. Kelly Britsky in her 9th season here at Georgia Southwestern. There's a steal by Chanice Whitten, but she had the foul to do it. And that's going to put North Georgia at the foul line. There is no longer a 1-if-1 in women's basketball. You shoot 2 on the 5th foul, and the fouls reset to begin each quarter. A lot of folks like the new timing rules. Jay Billis, who knows as much about basketball as anybody, he really likes it. He would like to see the men do it. Hutchins knocks down both free throws. Jay Billis says it helps take the officials out of the game because you reset the fouls to start every quarter. Kenyatta Armstrong between the circles. That's a blocking foul on North Georgia. We might have got a break. Molly Rainwater was called for the block. Kenyatta was driving to the basket, a little out of control, but a block foul called on North Georgia. Jordan Livesay back in for the Nighthawks. Inbounds pass. Armstrong missed. Rebound by North Georgia. 13-9. North Georgia can go up 6 with a field goal. Livesey guarded by Dunkley. Shot clock at 18, game clock at 25. Pass intercepted by Jaquacia Sessler. Jaquacia tries to go coast to coast but misses. And she recovers the loose ball. Will now shoot a 17-footer that's good. Sessler's first basket. North Georgia leads at 13-11. 3 seconds to play in the quarter. And that air ball will end the first quarter. Pretty entertaining quarter of basketball. After one, it's North Georgia 13, Georgia Southwestern 11.
Georgia 13.
Lady Hurricanes will have the basketball to begin the second quarter. Jaquacia Sessler in the front court. GSW can tie with a basket. Whitten looking for help, gets it from Kenyatta Armstrong. Back to Whitten. Chanice turns, misses, and she got fouled. So the first foul of the second quarter will be against North Georgia. That stops the clock with 9:43 to play in the first half. Second foul on Kelsey Hutchins. Free throw is good by Chanice Whitten. Chanice's first point. And now she can tie the basketball game from the foul line. Whitten takes aim. Her second free throw. She kind of shoots a line drive, doesn't she? She misses the second. And North Georgia will play in their front court. Jackson, bounce pass on the block to Hutchins. She kicks it back out. Kayla Aiken between the circles for North Georgia. She gets a screen. Aiken picks up her dribble. Nice entry pass, and Jackson's going to miss. Holden rebounds. Southwestern wants to run. We can take the lead back with a basket. And a travel called against Southwestern. So the Lady Hurricanes will turn the ball over. And North Georgia will have possession with a 1-point lead. Lady Canes play man defense. Aiken, top of the key. Livesey misses. She follows her shot, tries again. And they call her for steps. And the turnover gives the ball to Southwestern. Jasmine McSwain goes back to work for the Lady Hurricanes. 13-12. Good guys down by 1. GSW beat North Georgia up at their place. That was just 2 weeks ago, 72-63. And another foul on North Georgia. And Chanice Whitten will be at the foul line for the second time. 8.5 to play in the second quarter. And Chanice Whitten will shoot 2. First one's good. Boy, she really shoots a line drive. Almost shoots down at the basket. She's a 56% free throw shooter. And Chenise can give GSW the lead. Second free throw, missed that one. And it's rebounded by Lauren Pounds of North Georgia. 8:21 to play in the half, and we're back where we started, all tied up. Livesey, now Aiken. She'll stop in the paint. Jackson, whistle, and a 3-second violation against the Nighthawks. And that will give the basketball to the Lady Hurricanes. Just over 8 minutes to play. We're in the second quarter. Sessler crosses the timeline. She's picked up by Molly Rainwater. North Georgia plays man defense. Aaliyah Holden will drive, count it, and one. Aaliyah Holden, who went through a stretch, 5 straight games where she had a double-double. The foul was on Lauren Pounds of North Georgia. And the free throw is good by Aaliyah Holden. An old-fashioned three-point play. The first 3 points of the night for Aaliyah. And it gives GSW a 16-13 lead. Lady Hurricanes trying to get our 13th win. If we could, we would finish the year 513-13. We're looking for our 7th Peach Belt win. Shot clock at 5 for North Georgia. Jackson will drive, get to the basket and score. That was too easy. Nice move by Sierra Jackson. She scored off the dribble. Holden, now Dunkley. Yavanna guarded by Kaylee Aiken. Dunkley starts right, goes left. Now Holden. Now Whitten. McSwain drives by Livesey, missed the shot, tries to follow. It's out of bounds off Jazz. And North Georgia will put the ball in play with 7 minutes and 2 seconds to play in the first half. Emily Russ and Whitney Young check back in for Southwestern. Whitney's a 5'4" freshman from Marietta. Emily playing her last game in a GSW uniform. She's a 5'11" senior from Covington. Coach Britsky really likes Emily. She told me a week or so ago she hopes Emily will stay on as a grad assistant with the basketball program. Out of bounds off Southwestern, Sierra Jackson thought she was fouled, and she may have a legitimate beef. North Georgia inbounds with 12 seconds to shoot. They post up Pounds. She'll back it back out. She'll set up and shoot a 3 and knock it down. So Lauren Pounds got the ball on the block, dribbled outside the arc, and made the 3-point basket. North Georgia back on top 18-16, and North Georgia's going to be called for a foul. They've got 4 fouls in the second quarter already, and GSW doesn't have any. Hey, there should be some advantage to playing at home, shouldn't there? Russ from 15's good. First bucket by Emily, and she ties the game at 18. Just over 6 minutes to play in the second quarter. North Georgia 17-10. They're fighting for the number 3 seed out of the West. They've locked up a playoff berth. Rainwater misses, and on the rebound, a whistle. And that's the 5th foul on North Georgia. Sierra Jackson picks up the foul. So for the final 5 minutes and 58 seconds, GSW will shoot 2 free throws on every North Georgia foul. Free throw in and out. And Aaliyah Holden will try again. This one's good. Aaliyah Holden gives Southwestern back the lead. It's 19-18. Whistle. And that's the first foul of the second quarter on Georgia Southwestern. Yavana Dunkley picks up the foul. First foul on Yavana. Kelsey Hutchins returns for Buffy Burson's basketball team. Kaylee Aiken will check out. 19-18. Lady Hurricanes by 1. Nice inbounds pass and a foul called on Southwestern. And Kelly Britsky doesn't agree with that call. Second foul on Emily Russ. North Georgia puts the ball in play from the baseline. They get a fresh 30 on the shot clock. Long three, missed it. Holden, another rebound for Southwestern. Dunkley, Russ, 8-footer, shot at 7. Jackson rebounds for North Georgia. 19-18, Lady Hurricanes by 1. Just over 5 minutes to play in the second quarter, and a whistle in the third foul of the second quarter against Southwestern. Kayla Owens returns to the Southwestern lineup. That was the third foul on Emily Russ. So Emily's probably through for the remainder of the first half. Inbounds pass comes to Livesey. She's guarded by Dunkley. Now Rainwater. Inside, they get a layup from Kelsey Hutchins. Hutchins now with 6, and she gives North Georgia back the lead. It's 20-19, and North Georgia gets a steal. Pounds in the front court for the Nighthawks. Rainwater, nice lob pass into Hutchins, back out. The long jumper no good by Livesey, out of bounds, and that will take us to the second quarter under 5 media timeout. Good basketball game. 4:37 to play in the second quarter with your score. North Georgia 20, Georgia Southwestern 19. Lady Hurricanes trail by 1. Livesey in the front court now for North Georgia. They lob it, but Riley Slayton misses. We tried to play in front of the post player. They got the ball over our head, but missed the shot. Backdoor cut, McSwain. Jasmine has it blocked by Slayton. And here comes Rainwater for North Georgia. North Georgia, the black uniforms, GSW, our home whites. Shot clock at 11. Rainwater gets a pick. She'll shoot a 3. Missed it. Vaquisha Hall rebounds for Southwestern. Lady Hurricanes, another opportunity to take the lead back. It's still 20-19 North Georgia. Neither team has taken a timeout yet. Hall, turn around, 10-footer's good. First points by Vaquisha, and she gives Georgia Southwestern a 21-20 lead. In college basketball, each team gets 4 timeouts. However, you can only carry 3 into the second half, so either you take one the first half or you lose it. You get 4 timeouts, but you can only carry over 3 out of bounds off Southwestern. Chris Beckham and Jaquacia Sessler back in for Southwestern, and Kaylee Aiken checks in for North Georgia. Aiken, 5'9", she's a junior from Rome, Georgia. Nighthawks put the ball in play. Nice move, but Pounds misses the shot. Southwestern rebounds in front. Dunkley, Yavana's layup's good. We just beat them down the floor that time, and Yavana Dunkley gets her second field goal, and Southwestern goes up 3. 2.5 to play in the second quarter. Rainwater, high post, that's Pounds. She turns, faces the basket. Forced the shot, missed it. Good defense by Vaquisha Hall. And Southwestern can go up 5 with a bucket. Jaquacia Sessler drives, loses it. Kayla Owens picks it up, scores, and 1. Kayla Owens, right place at the right time, picked up the loose ball. Got the basket and drew the foul. First foul on Kaylee Aiken of North Georgia. It's 25-20. Kelsey Hutchins back in for North Georgia. And Ashley Parker makes her first appearance. Parker's a 5'8" freshman from Dawsonville, Georgia. That's up near Dahlonega. The free throw is good by Kayla Owens. Owens got the basket. Then she supersized it, and her three-point play gives Southwestern a 6-point lead. 7-0 run for the Lady Hurricanes. That's a travel against Ashley Parker. She dragged her pivot foot. And Southwestern will get to basketball. Quantisha Love checks in for the first time for GSW. Quantisha, 5'7" junior from Moultrie. And for North Georgia, Riley Slayton's back in. Hall hands off to Sessler. Beckham at the foul line. Now Hall will drive, miss, get it back and score. But Quisha stayed after it and gives Southwestern an 8-point lead. 1.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Southwestern looking for the season sweep against North Georgia. We haven't done that very often. That 3 is no good. The follow is no good. Another North Georgia offensive rebound, and North Georgia will take a timeout. It's been fun so far. 1:17 to play in the ball in play from the baseline in their front court. Inbounds pass comes to Kelsey Hutchins. Now Sierra Jackson. Right side, three-pointer's good. Beautiful shot by Molly Rainwater. That's her second 3, and it cuts the 8-point Southwestern lead to 5. Beckham, now Love. Quantisha puts the ball on the floor, and her pass is stolen by Ashley Parker. of North Georgia. They want to run. They get the ball under the basket, but it's knocked away. And North Georgia gets it back. I mentioned Buffy Burson in her 22nd year at North Georgia. She's assisted by Lucas Hargrove and Jamie Acton, the former Jamie Carnes. What a great player she was for North Georgia after transferring from Wake Forest. The jumper no good for North Georgia. Owens rebounds, now gets the ball back from Sessler, and she traveled. The turnover gives the basketball to North Georgia with 32 seconds to play in the second quarter. Love, Sessler, Beckham, Owens, and Hall play for Kelly Britsky. Shot clock at 22, game clock at 24. About a 2-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 11. North Georgia in no hurry. Jackson goes left. Top of the key. The jumper by Parker's good. So the freshman Ashley Parker knocks down a big three. And Southwestern's desperation shot at the buzzer is no good. It's halftime with big over Georgia College 46-29. Lander leads Georgia College 46-29, and that's big for North Georgia because if North Georgia wins here tonight and that score continues in the Georgia College Lander game, that would mean North Georgia with a win tonight could clinch the number 3 seed out of the West. Ball knocked away by Janice Whitten. North Georgia with the ball first to start the second half, and they get a layup from Kelsey Hutchins. 8 points now for Hutchins. Molly Rainwater had 8 in the first half for North Georgia. Yavanna Dunkley scores for Southwestern. Yavanna now with 7. Also in the first half, Sierra Jackson, Lauren Pounds, Jordan Livesey, and Ashley Parker each had 3 for North Georgia. They go inside, and the basket is no good by Jackson. Southwestern rebounds. In the first half, I mentioned that Yavanna Dunkley just got her 7th point. Aaliyah Holden just got her 5th and 6th points. Kayla Owens had 5 in the first half for Southwestern, 4 off the bench for Vaquisha Hall, 2 for Chris Buckham, 2 for Jasmine McSwain, 2 for Jaquacia Sussler, 2 for Janice Whitten, and a 2-point basket for Emily Russ. Kayla Owens, I think I said, had 5 points in the first half. They try to lob it inside. It's knocked away. We are trying to front their post players, and they continue to try to lob the entry pass over our head. Lady Hurricanes able to knock it away. 32-28. Lady Hurricanes lead it by 4. Jaquacia Sussler steals it, but they call a foul. Kelly Britsky did not see it that way. That's the second foul on Sussler. And North Georgia's got to basketball with 8.5 to play in the third quarter. Jackson picks up her dribble. Now Pounds. Now Livesey. And they're going to call a foul on Janice Whitten. The first 2 fouls of the third quarter go against Southwestern. North Georgia gets a fresh 30 on the shot clock, and yet another foul. What's going on here? Before they could even get the ball in bounds. The third foul of the third quarter. Wow, we've committed 3 fouls in less than 2 minutes. Kenyatta Armstrong gets a steal. In front, Sussler. Jaquacia picks it up, missed it, kept it alive. It's out of bounds. Kayla Owens replaces Janice Whitten in Southwestern's lineup. Lady Hurricanes will put the ball in play just to the right of our offensive basket. Kelly Britsky gets an opportunity to give the officials an earful. Now she comes down and works on one of the other ones. Maybe we'll get the next call. What a shot by Yavanna Dunkley. Dunkley knocks down to 3 with a hand in her face. 10 points now for Yavanna. And Southwestern goes up 7. Now they call another foul on Southwestern. No. Now I think they're saying the foul's on North Georgia. The officials are not making Buffy Burston or Kelly Britsky very happy. Buffy Burston can't believe it. Boy, Kelly Britsky and Buffy Burston are both not happy with the officiating right now. And another foul on North Georgia. Well, they say these things even out. Molly Rainwater called for her second foul. Sessler from 15's good. Jaquacia knocks down the mid-range jumper. She's got 4, and Southwestern goes up 9. They go inside. Hutchins misses. It's out of bounds off Southwestern. North Georgia will put the ball in play, and another foul. Boy, the officials are really trying to take over the game, it looks like. Third foul on Jaquacia Sessler. 4th foul of the third quarter already. Somebody needs to tell this officiating crew that nobody came to watch them officiate. We came to watch the players play. Seven minutes to play in the third quarter. Jackson around the screen, drives, misses, but another foul on Southwestern. Yvonne Dunkley picks up the foul. So for the final 6 minutes and 54 seconds, every Southwestern foul except player control will result in 2 North Georgia free throws. The free throws good. Sierra Jackson now with 4. And it's 37-29. Southwestern by 8. Sierra Jackson can cut it to 7 for North Georgia. Her second free throw is good again. She's a good player. Jackson, a 5'7" senior from Athens, Georgia. 37-30. Would it be too much to ask to maybe go a minute and a half without a whistle? I wouldn't bet on it. North Georgia gets a steal. Rainwater. Now Livesey. Now Pounds. Knocked away by Jasmine McSwain. Good hustle by Jazz. And North Georgia puts the ball in play from right in front of us here on press row. 6.5 to play third quarter. Rainwater, 16-footers, no good. Kayla Owens rips down the Southwestern rebound. Here's Whitney Young. She tries to pass it to Yvonne Dunkley, but Yvonne was falling down out of bounds to North Georgia. 6:14 to play in the third quarter. Kelsey Hutchins back in for the Nighthawks. Sierra Jackson will get a rare break. And North Georgia can cut the Southwestern lead to 5 with a basket. Aiken picks up her dribble. Top of the key, that's Pounds. Now they go left side. They go inside and get a short 4-footer from Kelsey Hutchins. Hutchins now has 10. And it's a 5-point Southwestern lead. North Georgia playing what looks like a 1-3-1 zone now. 5:39 to play in the third quarter. It's 37-32. Dunkley is called for steps. GSW beat North Georgia up in Dahlonega. That game was only 2 weeks ago, February the 10th. It was 72-63 Southwestern. Emily Russ returns to the Lady Hurricane lineup. Emily, one of 4 seniors playing their last basketball game tonight for GSW. In addition to Emily, Kenyatta Armstrong, Yvonne Dunkley, and Jaquacia Sessler. They've been 4 good ones. North Georgia runs their half court. Rainwater misses. Young rebounds for Southwestern. Whitney brings it down herself. Lady Canes going from left to right here in the second half. Looks like North Georgia's gone back to a man-to-man defense now. Russ screens for Young. Now, Russ, nice pass to Holden. Aaliyah scores and is fouled. Aaliyah Holden will have a chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play after the under 5 media timeout. 4:57 to play in the third quarter. The big thing about that last play, it was the fourth foul on North Georgia's Kelsey Hutchins. The free throw by Aaliyah Holden is good. Aaliyah now with 9 points. And it's 40-32. Kaylee Aiken drives to the foul line, spins. Nice pass. The layup is good by Sierra Jackson. What a great pass.
Jackson.
By Kaylee Aiken. And North Georgia's within 6. Dunkley, Holden, 15-footer spins out. North Georgia rebounds. Jackson right of the free throw circle. Now right sideline, that's Aiken. She'll drive with the left hand. The shot is blocked by McSwain. Jasmine picks up the loose ball. Here comes Whitney Young. Lady Canes going from left to right. Three-pointer is no good by Yvonne Dunkley. Long rebound by North Georgia. And they can cut our lead to 4. The runner is no good by Livesay. North Georgia gets the rebound. Livesay now shoots a 3 and buries it. And Coach Buffy Burson wants and gets a timeout. Second basket by Jordan Livesay, and they both have been thrown. Lady Hurricanes will put the ball in play with a 3-point lead. GSW trying to finish the year 500. A win would put us at 13-13. North Georgia back in that 1-3-1 zone, it looks like. We get the ball inside. Aaliyah Holden messes. North Georgia rebounds, but they lose the ball out of bounds. Lady Hurricanes get a fresh 30 on the shot clock and will put the ball in play under our offensive basket. McSwain, Jasmine for three, gets none. Sierra Jackson rebounds for North Georgia. Nighthawks go from right to left here in the second half. Akins picks up the ball. She drives. It's knocked away out of bounds off her leg. And North Georgia turns the ball over. Kenyatta Armstrong replaces Whitney Young in Kelly Britsky's lineup. Armstrong guarded by Aiken. Beckham, McSwain, Jazz open for three, missed it, holding the offensive rebound. Now the baseline jumper is good by Chris Beckham. Second field goal by Beckham. And the Lady Hurricanes go up 5. Livesey scores, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Southwestern. So Jordan Livesey will be at the foul line with a chance for a three-point play. Shanice Whitten and Kayla Owens will check back in Kelly Britsky's lineup. It's 42-39. Elsewhere in the Peach Belt tonight, I mentioned Georgia College is at Lander. Lander was up 17 at halftime. That's a big game for North Georgia. Livesey's free throw is good. The University of North Carolina Pembroke is at Francis Marion. The University of South Carolina Aiken is home against Augusta. Armstrong from the parking lot misses. And it's out of bounds off North Georgia. Elsewhere in the Peach Belt tonight, Young Harris is home against Montevallo. Flagler is in Savannah at Armstrong State. And in a game that will decide the Peach Belt West Division, Columbus State's at Clayton State. The winner will win the West and will host the men's and women's Final Four, provided they win their first round game on Saturday. Beckham stops, rolls it down to Whitten. Chanice misses. It's out of bounds, and Southwestern will keep the basketball. This one official really gets into it, doesn't he? 2:10 to play in the third quarter. McSwain receives the inbounds pass. Jazz will drive, and she'll get fouled. McSwain took it aggressively to the basket and draws the foul. McSwain's been kind of quiet tonight. Jasmine only 2 points so far. Make it 3. Jasmine's a good free throw shooter, 83%. She's averaging 10 points a game. And the junior second free throw is also good. Jazz knocks down both free throws. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. McSwain gets a steal. She's got Armstrong in front of her, but can't get her the ball. Now Kayla Owens will be called for steps. The turnover gives the basketball to North Georgia with 1:51 to play in the third quarter. 44-40. Lady Canes with a 4-point advantage. Livesey looking for help. Now Livesey gets it back, launches the three. That one spins out. Whitten rebounds. 44-40. Southwestern by 4 with the basketball. Beckham. Chris dribbles twice, hands off to McSwain. Jazz will drive. Miss. The follow good by Chanice Whitten. Whitten with the offensive rebound and stick back. And she gives Southwestern a 6-point lead. 62 seconds to play in the third quarter. Livesey drives, the running one-hander's good. And Kelly Britsky wants to talk about it. Kelly takes her first time out. 54 seconds to play in the third. It's Georgia Southwestern 46, North Georgia 42. Change put the ball in play. Sessler gets a pick from Holden, hands off to Armstrong. Now Dunkley, Yvonne throws it right through the hands of Jaquacia Sessler, out of bounds to North Georgia. 46-42. Armstrong guards Livesey. Now Livesey will drive, and she's fouled by Kenyatta. That stops the clock with 29.5 seconds to play in the third quarter. Free throws, good. Livesey is a good player. She's got 12 points already. Second free throws, good. 46-44. The shot clock is off. 23 seconds to play in the third period. Sessler on the right wing. Now Armstrong, Kenyatta with 15 seconds. Whitten will drive, whistle, and a foul on North Georgia with 11.8 to play in the third quarter. Third foul on Lauren Pounds of North Georgia. Free throws, good. Shanice Whitten now with 5 points off the Lady Hurricane bench. Second free throws also good. Shanice has made 4 of 6 free throws. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. The jumpers and air ball by Julie McKee. Southwestern will put the ball in play with 1 1/10 of a second to play in the third quarter. 1.1 inbound Sessler, and that's the end of the third quarter. After 3, it's now Georgia Southwestern 48, North Georgia 44. We'll have the fourth quarter after this. basketball to begin the fourth quarter. Yavanna Dunkley, 28-foot mark left side. Now Holden, top of the key, back to Yavanna. We try to spread them out. Dunkley will make a bounce pass on the right wing to Sessler. Jaquacia tries to force it inside to Whitten. It's out of bounds. And North Georgia will get the basketball. (48-44). Livesey against Holden. Now dribbles outside the arc, and a foul called on Southwestern. I think it was on Jaquacia. If so, it's her fourth foul. It was, and it is. So Jaquacia picks up her fourth foul, and we've still got over 9 minutes to play. Aiken guarded by Sessler. Aiken dribbles to the right side of the floor, now back to the left. 15 on the shot clock. Aiken looking, still looking. They go inside. Rainwater misses. Holden picks the ball up off the floor, and she's fouled. So each team now with one fourth quarter foul. Jasmine McSwain in. Jaquacia Sessler will sit with the 4 fouls. Kelly Britsky goes now with Aaliyah Holden, Kenyatta Armstrong, Yavanna Dunkley, Jasmine McSwain, and Shanice Whitten. Dunkley double team, Armstrong. Whitten might have traveled, got away with it. Holden out to Dunkley. Yavanna for 3, missed it. Dunkley follows her shot. Armstrong top of the key. Her 3 is no good. And this rebound is by North Georgia's Kaylee Aiken. Still up 48-44. Pounds will drive. She traveled, got away with it, but scores. Pounds first second half basket. She's got 5 now, and it's a 2-point basketball game. McSwain open for 3. Jazz missed it. Boy, we've really cooled off. Molly Rainwater rebounds for North Georgia. And the Nighthawks can tie with a basket. Boy, I still want to call them the Saints and Ladies Saints. They were the Saints for so long. They've been the Nighthawks now for several years. Livesey drives, scores, and we foul her. So Jordan Livesey ties the basketball game at 48. Now she can give them the lead. Riley Slayton is in for North Georgia. Emily Russ and Kayla Owens in for Southwestern. And North Georgia can take the lead from the foul line, and the free throw's good. 3-point play by Jordan Livesey, and it's 49-48 North Georgia. Armstrong, Dunkley, Owens, whistle, and a blocking foul on North Georgia. Each team now with 2 fourth quarter fouls. That's the 3rd foul on Sierra Jackson. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining. We run a good inbounds play, but Emily Russ cannot finish. And North Georgia has the basketball with a 1-point lead. Aiken will drive, shoot, miss. Rebound is out of bounds, and the Lady Hurricanes will get possession. Whitney Young replaces Kenyatta Armstrong in the Southwestern lineup. 7.5 to go. Southwestern can take the lead back with a basket. They're in kind of that 1-3-1 half-court trap again. Dunkley's pass is knocked out of bounds by Livesey. And Southwestern will put the ball in play from right in front of our bench. Last game of the year for Southwestern. North Georgia will play in the Peach Belt Tournament. Russ in the paint, outside. Owens jumper's good. Emily Russ the assist. Kayla Owens scores. Southwestern back in front by 1. Rainwater against Dunkley. Now Aiken against Young. North Georgia almost throws it away. It's saved by Slayton. Now Aiken will drive. Short corner left baseline. The jumper's no good by Slayton. Southwestern rebounds. Yvonne Dunkley will drive. Kick it out to McSwain. Emily Russ. 14-footer. Emily misses. North Georgia rebounds, and they're going to call a jump ball or a foul. One official had a foul. One official had a jump ball, and the official that called the foul is going to take charge. Don't ask me why. One official came out signifying a jump ball. Another official called a foul, and the one that called the foul took priority. Kelsey Hutchins will check in for North Georgia. She's got 4 fouls. So with just over 6 minutes to play in the ball game, Buffy Burston kind of rolls the dice and is going to put Hutchins back in with 4 fouls. A whistle, and that's going to be a push-off, and Kelsey Hutchins might have just fouled out. So that didn't take long, did it? Took about 12 seconds. Kelsey Hutchins had just returned with 4 fouls. And the first trip down the floor, she gets called for a push-off. So Hutchins fouls out with 6:13 to play. And Southwestern with a 1-point lead. Young, Dunkley, now McSwain. Jazz, top of the key, puts the ball on the floor a couple of times. Dunkley for 3, it's good. Yvonne Dunkley buries the 3. 13 now for Dunkley. And Southwestern goes up 4. Pounds cut off by Dunkley. Rainwater's 3 is no good. Russ saves the rebound. McSwain travel, got away with it. Lady Canes have a 4-on-2 break, but we're not going to capitalize. And that's okay with a 4-point lead. McSwain will shoot a 3. Jazz misses. The rebound is by Livesay, and she's called for a travel as she hits the deck. And Southwestern will get the basketball off the North Georgia turnover. Chris Beckham goes back to work for Southwestern. Russ on the low right block. Now Young. Whitney looking for help. Kayla Owens gives it back to Whitney. Young, high post Russ. Emily will drive. Miss, but they foul her. So Emily Russ got the ball on the high post, took it to the basket, draws the foul with 5:07 left. That's the 4th foul on Lauren Pounds. North Georgia's already lost Kelsey Hutchins, and now Lauren Pounds have 4 fouls. Emily Russ's first free throw is good. And Emily can give Georgia Southwestern a 6-point lead. Her second free throw is good.
Emily Russ, 2 for 2 from the foul.
55-49. The lead is 6. Southwestern still plays man defense. Livesay works on Beckham, forces the shot, and they bail her out by calling a foul. Boy, she really forced that one, but got a break as GSW called for a foul, and that will take us to the final media timeout. So far, so good. 4:49 to play in the 4th quarter. It's Georgia Southwestern 55, North Georgia 49. North Georgia at the free throw line with 4 minutes and 49 seconds left. The free throw is good by Jordan Livesey. She's trying to keep them in the ball game. 55-50. Livesey's second free throw is good.
Jordan Livesey, 15 from the free throw line.
She's got 18. 15 of her 18 have come in the second half. Three-pointer no good by Whitney Young. North Georgia rebounds. Jackson inside is fouled by Aaliyah Holden.
Second personal.
They're getting late up at Clayton State, and Columbus leads Clayton State 60-57 in women's play. Again, 60-57, Columbus State and Clayton State playing for the West Division Championship. Sierra Jackson's first free throw is good, so's the second. So the winner of the Columbus and Clayton State game will win the West Division. Southwestern here leads North Georgia by 2. North Georgia still fighting for the number 3 seed, and if they could win this one, Georgia College was losing big against Lander. Ball knocked out of bounds by North Georgia. 55-53, Lady Hurricanes with the basketball and a 2-point lead. Montevallo has lost at Young Harris in women's play. The layup is good by Aaliyah Holden. So former Hurricane assistant Matt Steersman finishes the year with a 70-51 win. 70-51, the Young Harris women beat the Montevallo women. 13-footers good by Kaylee Aiken. The lead back to 2 for Southwestern. It's 57-55. Looks like this game, like a lot of Peach Belt games, may go down to the final possession. Emily Russ misses the 10-footer. Offensive rebound by Yvonne Dunkley, and she's fouled. So each team now with 5 fourth-quarter fouls. So we'll shoot 2 free throws on both ends now. Third foul on Molly Rainwater. Yvonne Dunkley will shoot 2. Dunkley's first one's good. Yvonne Dunkley in her final game as a Lady Hurricane has played well. 14 points for Yvonne. Second free throw is also good. Southwestern goes up 4 with 3.5 left. North Georgia in their front court. Ashley Parker back in for Buffy Burson's basketball team. Pound sets a pick for Livesey. Now Parker. Now they go inside, and Lauren Pounds is fouled. They are really attacking the basket, and we've sent them to the foul line a lot in the second half. They only shot 4 free throws the first half, but they've shot 10 in the second half, now 11. That free throw is good. Lauren Pounds now with 6 points, and she can make it a 2-point basketball game. (59-56), 59-57. Lauren Pounds knocks down both free throws. Lady Hurricanes shooting 38% from the field. We've made 21 of 55, 38%. We're only 3 of 15 from behind the arc, make it 3 of 16. Sussler misses. Offensive rebound. Chris Beckham misses, but they foul her. North Georgia has made 6 of 17 threes. That's 35% overall. They're 18 for 52, 34%. But get this, they've made 15 of 16 free throws. Chris Beckham's free throw is good. We're not too shabby ourselves. We're now 15 for 18, so both teams are really making their free throws. What a great example for high school players and younger. That's why they call them free. Southwestern 15 of 18 from the line. North Georgia 15 of 16. Beckham's second free throws on the way. It's good. A couple of free throws by Chris Beckham. We're 3 for 15 on three-pointers, but now 16 of 19 from the foul line. Each team with 13 turnovers. We've got 27 bench points. They've only got 5. That was a travel, but they got away with it. It's going to be out of bounds off North Georgia. The Lady Hurricanes lead the rebounding battle 40-33. Southwestern can go up 6 with a basket. If we can hang on, we could complete the season sweep against North Georgia. Baseline jumper left side's good. Jaquacia Sessler knocks it down. Jaquacia now with 6, and Southwestern leads by 6. Aiken back out. Now they work it right side to Jackson. Jackson double team, looking for help. Makes a nice pass, but they missed the shot. Holden rebounds. Outlet pass to Sessler. 2 minutes left. Sessler wants to run. Bounce pass. Owens, they're going to call steps. Sessler's pass was kind of at her feet. It looked awkward. I'm not sure it was a travel. It did look kind of awkward because the pass was right at her feet. Could turn out to be a big play because we could have gone up by 8. Now North Georgia's got the ball. They could cut it to 4. Aiken against McSwain. 1:45 left. Aiken will drive. She scores. Second basket by Kaylee Aiken, and North Georgia stops the clock with a timeout. 1:41 left with the score. Georgia Southwestern 63, North Georgia 59. Owens inbounds to Sessler. Jaquacia crosses midcourt. 1:33 left. Jaquacia calls out a play. High post, that's Holden. Aaliyah turns, faces the basket. Now back around and passes to McSwain. Lady Hurricanes have 10 seconds to shoot. Aiken steals it from Dunkley. Aiken will now drive, and a whistle, and they're going to call a foul on Southwestern. I'm not sure Kelly Britsky saw it that way. And Jaquacia Sessler just fouled out. So Jaquacia fouls out of her final game as a Lady Hurricane. Jaquacia fouls out with 6 points. Here comes Whitney Young for GSW. Kaylee Aiken's free throw is good. She's played well off their bench. She's got 5 all in the fourth quarter. It's 63-60. Kaylee Aiken can make it a 2-point basketball game. Her second free throw, also good. Do they ever miss? North Georgia now 17 of 18 from the foul line. And Southwestern puts the ball in play with a 2-point lead. North Georgia's going to press all over. 65 seconds left. 105. Whitney Young guarded by Molly Rainwater. Whitney hands off to Yavanna Dunkley. Now Jasmine McSwain. Now Whitney Young. Whitney at the foul line tries to make a pass to Jasmine McSwain. And we got a jump ball, and the possession arrow will give the ball to North Georgia. 49 seconds to play. North Georgia can tie with a basket, but first Buffy Burston's going to use her final timeout, I think. 49 seconds left. 63-61, Southwestern by 2, and North Georgia's got the basketball. We'll be right back. Down to the wire. Because of the timeout, North Georgia can advance the ball into their front court. Another new rule in women's basketball. Kaylee Aiken picks up her dribble. 25 on the shot clock, 44 on the big clock. Aiken gets the ball back. I thought she double dribbled. She drives and she scores. Kaylee Aiken now with 8. And there's the lead. We get a steal on the defensive end. They have to foul. Yavanna Dunkley with 17 points now.
Foul was on.
11 for Aaliyah Holden, 7 for Kayla Owens. 6 apiece for Chris Buckham, Jaquacia Sessler, and Shanice Whitt, and 4 each for Vaquisha Hall,
Kayla Owens
Jasmine
on the line
McSwain, and Emily
for
Russ.
the Lady Hurricanes.
Kayla Owens with 2 big free throws. The first one she missed it. Joan Livesay kept North Georgia in it with 18. Kelsey Hutchins got 10 before she fouled out. 9 for Sierra Jackson, 8 each for Molly Rainwater and Kaylee Aiken, 7 for Lauren Pounds, and 3 for Ashley Parker. Second free throw, that one's good. Kayla Owens makes 1 of 2. North Georgia has to have 3 to tie. Do you foul here? Jackson in the front court, 3 seconds. Livesay forces the 3, it's no good. Lady Canes win!
Final score.
Georgia Southwestern has beaten North Georgia for the second time this year. GSW sweeps the season series. Lady Hurricanes finished 13-13, 7-12 in the Peach Belt. Final game for Kenyatta Armstrong, Yvonne Dunkley, Jaquacia Sessler, and Emily Russ. North Georgia now 17-11. They'll be the number 4 seed out of the West in the upcoming Peach Belt tournament. Lady Hurricanes finished 500, 13-13, 7-12 in the Peach Belt. Again, the happy story from the Storm Dome. The Randolph Barksdale Court, Georgia Southwestern 66, North Georgia 63. I'm Ricky Burgess. Thanks for watching. Until next year, so long, everybody.